So Bush, man, how does it feel to be home, brother?
I feel great, man. I feel great to be out here, man. You know what I mean? This is what a man live for, man. Being back free.
It's been a long time, man, and you know, we welcome you back to LG. And a lot of things changed, man. A lot of things happened through the years. You know, tell me how you feel about the things that happened. You know, from with your big brother and world. What do you think about that situation?
Well, you know, I don't know as much as, you know, I don't know too much, man, to be judgmental one way or another, but I do know things happen in the street. You know what I mean? And you know and I know, man, the casualties come with everything else. You know, so, you know, being a guy from the street, man, I understand, man, the science of casualties. You know, I'm hurting. You know, I mean, anybody be hurting, they lose a brother or a family member in the street, you know what I mean? But, you know, I just believe that, you know, I don't know if world has something to do with it or not, you know what I mean? The streets are saying he did, homie. I would love to believe otherwise.
So, I mean, do you know anything about World? I mean, do you remember him as a child?
Well, you know, man, I was one of the guys that put World out of the house, man. You know what I mean? World used to be with me every day. He was like a little, you know, he was basically like an intern, man, of mine in the street, man. You know what I mean? I taught him some things that I wish I never taught him. You know what I mean? I guided him and kind of like brought him out the house into a world, man, that we call underworld. You know, and you know, he was up and coming when I left, you know what I mean? And once I cut out, man, I heard things, you know what I mean? But, you know, the reality of what happened or didn't happen, I was locked up, you know what I mean? But you know, the streets talk, you know what I mean? I'm quite sure that you may know more things, other people may know things or not.
So, what do you think about the situation that World is in right now?
I think it's unfortunate, you know what I mean, to have a young black man, locked up in affairs charged with conspiracy and multiple homicides, man. More than anything, I think it's unfortunate that he's charged with killing individuals that he grew up with. You know what I mean? Individuals that, you know, basically raised him and things of that nature. More than anything, I think it's unfortunate the fact that he had to lose a brother as well to the street. You know what I mean? That put him in a position that he may have wanted to retaliate, and I do use the word may. You know what I mean? But I don't want to see any black man on death row, man, you know, for any particular reason, man. I think that he should have an opportunity to come back out here and live with his family, just like I'm having an opportunity to live with mine.
So Tony, tell me a little bit about World, man, when he was a kid.
I don't have time to be talking right now. I got work to do.
Come on, man. When he was a kid, he used to come in here, right?
Yeah, he used to come in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was a good kid.
He's a good kid?
He was a good kid.
What made him a good kid?
I made him a good kid. Then he became a bad kid.
Why? What did he do to become a bad kid?
He started hanging out with you.
That Don Diva is fugazi.
Why you say it's fugazi, brother?
Guys, man, that shit ain't real, huh?
What is
that
it?
shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Because the original beef started from in the early 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy Nut, you know, he was out here doing what he did. Wise was my boy too, you know what I'm saying? They both had beef with each other. They just was jealous over each other, man.
So Mac Mama, we got the Mac Mama in the house for 4th grade.
Yeah.
So yo, listen, tell me a little, you know World, right?
I do know World.
Tell me a little bit about it. You know anything about it?
I mean, I know the good stuff. I don't know nothing about the bad baby. He was a cool dude. You know, he ain't never do nothing to me. I have nothing really to say. I got a small story in my book, Tales of a Original Bad Girl, about a situation that I gave him one of my CDs back in the days when I had, you know, mixed CDs out. And when he was messing with him, he allowed her to hear the CD, and she took something off the CD, and me and her, it started a beef that was crazy because, you know, it was, you gotta read the book. I really want to now promote my book, Tales of Original Bad Girl. If you want the full story of what happened in that situation, go get that Tales of Original Bad Girl. It's a Brooklyn classic by your girl, Mac Mama.
You say he got shot by the Ramstorm Buffett, man?
By Rand Liquor Store.
What happened?
Well, They said he had something to do with a robbery, which he ain't had nothing to do. He ain't even know about it. And the dude crept up behind him and shot him in the head. And I went running. Somebody came and told me, yo, your brother's dead on Bedford. I ran to the liquor store. So I ride over there on the bike. Yeah, word was laid out, eyes closed and all that. And I'm trying to figure out where he shot. By the time I can really grab him and try to find a bullet entry wound, police is tackling me. So they dragging me off to the side. Paramedics come. Now the world is so prone that they thinking he dead too. And all of a sudden he sat up, talking about what the fuck is going on. And the police is so stunned that this nigga sat up that they didn't pay me no attention. So I runs over there and I'm saying, yo, you got shot. And he said, where? I said, nigga, I don't know. Then I said, yo, look at your neck. You're bleeding out the neck. He put his hand behind his neck and went like this, and his palms was red. Come to find out, he had a bullet wound in his head, and the bullet lodged in his skull. And all he had was a migraine headache.
Migraines with the bullet exited?
It just went in his skull. It got stuck in his skull.
Damn.
Yeah, they took it out. Now, see, thanks to that big-ass head of his, that's what saved him, man.
That's crazy. How come nobody in the LG or nowhere around heard about this, man?
Everybody knew he got shot on Bedford. It was a whole crowd. The whole LG was there.
What year was this? You remember?
No, I don't remember the year. The whole LG was there, man.
So you said he got shot in the skull, but prior to that, he had got shot by another guy, allegedly in the projects,
right.
In the neck, right?
Yeah, in the neck. Yeah, and then before that, he got... after that, he got shot up there on North Street in the head.
So what about, tell me a little bit about that incident that he got shot in the
train station?
Yeah.
Well, he was going downtown and allegedly one of his so-called friends ran down there behind him and shot him. He seen it coming. So he was able to duck a little bit, but it hit him in the arm, in the shoulder.
Right.
But that was kind of minor. But we all know who did it.
Right.
Everybody know who did that one.
Did he ever think about seeking revenge?
Nah, because it was sent through word of mouth that the dude was sorry and all that, and he went to jail. I don't know if it was because of that, but when he came home, he begged for forgiveness.
Right. So you said he was shot again?
Yeah, he got shot in the head, and then he got shot by this dude named Star right in my face. I was there for that one. World came out the building one morning, cutting through the parking lot at 325, which I used to live in cars in that parking lot. So everything that went down, if I wasn't on the scene, I was there a minute later when the shit happened. So that morning he cut through, he stopped by the car that I was living in, and he said, yo man, I'm gonna give you some money when I come back. I'm going to the store over here on Clausen. As he's cutting through the parking lot behind 325, he cuts through the alleyway. Star comes around from 345 and see him, and all of a sudden he walks by World and spins around and started shooting. World got by him for some reason. He crossed paths with him, and he ran back towards me. And I guess when he got in the parking lot, a bullet hit him in the back because I seen him arch his back. And he ran out the parking lot and stopped and to the nearest car and leaned on the car. When I ran over there to see what was wrong with him, he was like, yo, my back is burning. I lifted his shirt up, and he had a bullet hole in his back. And by the time all the police came, and it was told to me that Star ran inside 345 Clausen. So as an ambulance took World, I runs 345 parking lot. I mean, the front of 345. Police was already there. Next thing I know, I see him coming out of the building in handcuffs. And when he seen me, see, my mind was so bent on, I'm tired of these dudes shooting my brother, that all I was thinking about is street justice. So I had an ice pick. And as I was coming towards Star, he started screaming, oh, that's his brother, he gonna do something to me. And the police tackled me. And they put his ass in the police car.
So you saying Star had got arrested for this shooting?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, apparently he got out for it, huh? He didn't get convicted or anything?
I don't know what happened, but they caught him with the gun and all that shit. They found the gun.
Did he go to jail for a period of time after?
Yeah. Did like, what, 8 years? Something
8
like
years
that?
for that?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it was for the gun. Yeah, it had to be for that, because it happened simultaneously. and they found the gun, so they had the bullet that was in World's back.
Right. So World pretty much ain't had to tell him.
He ain't had to do shit. No, World was big on, I ain't saying shit.
So just give me I mean, what do you think about the situation that happened in LG, brother?
They don't know much about what happened in LG. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the things that you heard, I mean, about the, you know.
I can't even say what I heard unless I know it's actual and factual. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what about, you know, the Nut? You know, about they trying to say that World has something to do with the assassination of Nut. What do you think about that?
I think that's my bus.
It's bro, man, from the 15th floor, man. I don't fuck with none of them mice. I catch any of the mice I'm clipping on the side road.
So, yo, man, hold on, brother. So, I mean, you did a bid, right? You did a bid for 11 years, right?
I did a bid for 11 years because the mice snitched on me.
The Maya snitched on you?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't he one of World's co-defendants?
He was world right-hand man, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? But he was a snake. He lived with snakes.
So why you say he snitched? What did he do to snitch?
He snitched because he brought me in over some fake shit he know I ain't had nothing to do with. Killed my man in front of me and try to blame, say man, him had something to do with it.
And you ain't had no parts of that shit?
Hell no, man. I don't do snake moves. Everybody in these projects can tell you I bust my gun by myself and I'm taking the charges.
Right. All right, man. So, damn, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. He trying to put you involved with this shit, man. I mean, but y'all straighten that out in court, right? How was it straightened out?
Taz's statement helped me. Taz already made a statement saying how the shit went down. So, you know what I'm saying? You got two snitches that was on a motherfucking, on a path and it declined. Like I was asking for a federal hearing. Those that don't know a federal hearing, that's a pre-trial where you confront your accusers. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to put Taz on. They said, all right, we ain't gonna do that because he got Taz's statement saying that Taz already gave the information how the shit really went down.
Right.
Thor just trying to make it look like, you know what I'm saying, it was a conspiracy.
Right.
So they threw that out, and you know what I'm saying, I took the little punk ass drug, conspiracy of LG, and you know, and I'm out here.
Right. How long you did for that conspiracy?
Huh?
How long
I did 11 years.
11 years for the conspiracy?
Yeah.
Right.
For the conspiracy, all the drugs, they ran all together.
Right. Did you get to see World while he was in the feds?
Nah.
Right. Who did you see while you was in the feds?
I seen Snitch Thor. I seen my boy Popsy. I seen my boy eBay. I seen my boy Akabaka. I seen, who else I seen? I seen the Snitch Pudge.
What did
You know what
Pudge
I'm saying?
snitch about?
Pudge snitched on his own family. Put that in the documentary. He snitched on his own family, all his family from Red Hook. He's a fucking rat.
Right. So what about Popsy? I heard he got like 40 years.
Popsy got 35 years. My boy coming down on a pill because, like I said, it was both a bunch of he say shit.
Right.
Ain't had no hard evidence. Had a bunch of fucking rats that we thought was our mans. And
Right.
and this documentary going out to my boy World, man. The realest motherfucker that picked up the game from LG.
Right.
Punch, Bush, and them did it, but World conquered.
Right.
He had a longer run. And he mastered it. Only way they was gonna get my boy off the street is through police. That's the only way. Nigga done ricocheted off my boy head and all that. Why is my motherfucking man?
Why is his World brother, right?
Yeah, that's World brother. That's my motherfucking man.
Was you out there when they assassinated World? Why?
I happen to walk by the same.
You walked by the scene.
Yeah,
You-
I happen to walk by the same.
You got any idea who you believe has something to do with it?
Nah, man, I don't do the street talking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I do my time. And when they called me for that, because this faggot ass little nigga, Jimbo, claimed that I was on the scene, I told them the same thing. I don't do that. I was built from a different cloth, man.
Right.
Killed my man, you killed my man.
Right.
See you with the guns, nigga. I ain't gonna see you with the judges and the DA and all them faggot ass niggas. I'd rather kill you than put you in jail. That's why he signed in the PC when he seen me coming in the pens.
Who?
The bitch nigga.
The bitch nigga. The nigga who
That
what?
supposedly he killed my boy. Supposedly. I mean, he don't think he killed my boy. Like I told the DA, my boy had different all type of beefs coming from everywhere, man.
Right.
Nobody know who killed my boy, man. They just assuming. These are rats. That's what rats do. You know what I'm saying? They assume and they try to get the best niggas off the street. Even you know, even though the dude that did it a coward way. Cause had he told my man it was war, my man would have been aired the whole fucking building out.
All right, brother. So what's your name, man?
My name is Broadman, a.k.a. Keith Smith, a.k.a. always in the street with his hammer.
Where you resting at now?
Hey, yo, Punch. So, yo, what you think about that shit that happened with World and LG?
Whoa, LG.
How you feel about that?
See, he lucky me and Bush wasn't home.
Huh?
He lucky me and Bush wasn't home.
Right. You think maybe you
Don't
think?
stop.
You think?
We the ones that built LG.
Right.
Nobody else us.
Right. You think?
They gonna take a family member. Don't think like that.
You think he might have had something to do with that?
I don't know who had something to do with it, but his name came up.
Name came up, right?
That's all that counts.
Do you? I mean, what you think about the fact that they say that he had the LG locked down for all those years, and you know?
He was a little kid, broke, riding a bike.
Right.
He ain't had no heart. Wise had more heart than him. God bless the dead.
Right. Did you and World ever talk?
Yeah, I talked to him. I was locked down, I talked to him. He was my little man till he killed my cousin.
Tell you what?
He was my little man till he killed my cousin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, when you just take family life, you ain't my man no more. It's part of the street code.
Right.
Hit or miss.
Right. Do you remember him when he was a kid?
Yeah, going to Catholic school.
Catholic school dude, huh?
Him, his sister Mel, Wise.
So what do you think about the situation he in right now as far
He
as
ain't
the
crazy.
Fed?
That ain't working in the feds.
That ain't gonna work in the Feds?
Hell no.
So you think he gonna get out?
Nope.
You don't think he getting out for that?
He ain't getting out. There's too many snitches telling him. One thing I respect about him, he ain't snitch.
JR, man, was just a funny guy, man. He was loving life, man. He was just one of the greatest persons, man, that a human being could imagine, man. You know what I mean? Young coming up, man, all we used to do, man, is, you know, try to hustle, man, make a few dollars, man. You know, we ride mini bikes, man, play basketball, you know. We had a normal childhood, basically, man. You know what I mean? But, you know, as JR is concerned, man, he was just a loving, man, fun, man, kind guy, man. If you met him, you had to love him, man. He was just that type of person.
Did you get to go to his funeral?
Nah, you know, I was upstate at the time, man, in Attica. And they wouldn't let me come down, man. They was afraid, man, that if my brother came down, he might have tried to escape. So, you know, I was stuck up in that joint, man. Couldn't come out and mourn with my family, anything like that. But that was the most, I would say, the most troubling time of my incarceration, man. Hearing that my brother was killed. You know, that was really, really painful for me at that time.
So they trying to say, this guy, you know, I mean, the alleged trigger man. You familiar with the possible person they try to say the alleged trigger man of your brother?
Well, you know, man, I heard, you know, again, you know, I'm going by based on Freedom of Information documents, man, that was basically turned over, man. They saying the kid eBay, I think Eric Moore, whatever, was supposed to be the trigger man. I don't know the kid personally. We never had any personal interactions, you know what I mean? I seen him passing the young kid, man, you know? And, you know, whether he did it or not, man, you know, it's not gonna bring my brother back. But at that moment, man, when I heard my brother was killed, his name was being brought up, man, I would want nothing more than had got out here, man, and blow his brains out my damn self, man. That's how I was feeling. You know what I mean? And that's just my reality. You know what I mean? But, you know, God has, you know, put me in a place, man, where I wasn't here. You know what I mean? I had to mourn in it. But, you know, I always believe this, man. You reap what you sow. You know what I mean? So if he was an individual that, you know, killed my brother, I'm quite sure, man, on his rounds in the penitentiary, man, he'd get what he got coming to him. You know? And that's just my belief.
One thing I respect about World, he ain't snitch. They snitching on him.
They did what?
They snitching on him.
They snitching on him now,
Yeah,
right?
That's what I respect him. He holding the street code.
Right.
All them other niggas snitching on him.
Did you make it to JR funeral?
Nah, I couldn't make it there. Feds
Right.
wouldn't let me.
They wouldn't let you come? So, what you doing now that you out here? I mean, what's your plans?
Personal chef Lady Gaga.
I heard you was a pretty good chef, man. You can bake good cakes, that's true?
Yeah, I'm still doing that for Gaga.
Yeah, you ever thought about trying to start your own cake company and distribute?
Do my own.
Right.
Paper company. soon as paper get here, I'm gonna do everything.
Right.
It's a new world, man.
Right, yeah.
New world order and legal money.
Right.
You ain't gotta look over your shoulder. Never forget your past. The ghost will haunt you.
Right.
One thing we all know, we all from Brooklyn.
Right.
Brooklyn don't squash nothing until you're dead.
Right.
So anybody out there watching this documentary, you from Brooklyn and you believe in the old code, it's nothing squash.
Right.
You know, this new wave order, snitching, running around, forgetting the old timers. That ain't over.
Right.
You know, that's the code of Brooklyn. Bad stop, do or die.
Right.
Only thing we believe in, bad stop, put you in the knees, put that steel rod in your mouth till you cry.
Right.
So, you and Bush have been together, y'all.
Yeah, that's my family.
Y'all don't work
We've been
days.
together 16 years.
What was they jealous about, you know?
Because he was getting money. Niggas was fronting, you know what I'm saying? That's where it was.
Right. So, I mean, tell me a little bit about the book, man. What part that you read that made you feel different?
I only read a little bit of it, and I just read about how, you know what I'm saying, they didn't go into detail how the original beef that started, you know what I'm saying? How this all became, you know what I'm saying? Because if Wise was still here, none would still be alive, you know what I'm saying? Then everybody, all these other niggas getting killed for no reason, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else got killed for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because it all was a chain. You know what I'm saying? It all leaded from a chain. Wise got killed. They thought Nut killed Wise. They went chasing after Wise. I mean, Nut. They killed Nut. You know what I'm saying? They killed Nut. Now, you know, they killed Homo because Homo was Nut man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then T-Rock, he running around here talking about he gonna do this and that. Come on, you can't run around here doing that, baby, bro. Niggas put in work. You know what I'm saying, son? You know, like I said, man, that it should have been started from the 80s when it was really going down. That's when it really started beginning. You know what I'm saying? We was out here boxing and knocking niggas out first. That's where it really started, you know?
So what you think about Nut? I mean, how he gets himself mixed up in this? You think he got his...
Because Nut was a troublemaker. That was my man. That nigga was a stone troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they just didn't like Nut style. That's all. Nut was my man. You know what I'm saying? I like this style. I fuck with him, but, you know, he got played from a distance. But niggas just got jealous of Nut, and Nut, you know, it went down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple times I was with Nut. The nigga, me and Nut walking together and him, Wise come, I'm in the middle of it, these niggas start shooting, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh man, these niggas is going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I see Wise the next day, he's like, nah man, I'm gonna kill that nigga. I'm like, come on, for what, baby, bro?
But him and Nut?
Yeah.
Them niggas was having, so you saying they was having an ongoing beef like that?
Yeah, that shit been going on for years, man.
Yes.
Yes. Just, you know, Nut had beef with everybody though, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just Wise. You know what I'm saying? World. That World really got into that because World and Wise World and Nut used to hang out all the time.
Right.
Before Wise got killed.
Right. So you say the evolution of LG, you know, occurred back into the 80s. You give me a little details on that?
Yeah, you know, basically, you know, coming back from the 80s, you know what I'm saying? That's where we grew up. You know, everybody used to, you know, running around here thinking they tough, you know, especially Nut. He was running around here beating up on niggas, you know, until niggas was putting the beats back on them. And then that's when it came from the guns. That's when niggas started putting up them hammers. You know what I'm saying? Right. Them hammers came out, you know what I'm saying? They got tired of that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know.
So how do you feel about this chain of brothers that all got locked up, like 5 dudes, 10 guys, they came?
They put that on themselves, son. They put themselves in that situation, son. You know what I'm saying? You running around here acting like you a fake killer, you know damn well you ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know what I'm saying? Just running behind niggas, and this is what you get. You get jammed up. You know what I'm saying? Running around trying to be followers, thinking you tough. You know, most of the niggas that's locked up, they ain't really do no put in the work. Only a couple of niggas that put in work. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So this building right here is 433, and I believe one of the alleged accomplices, Sambo, came from over here.
Sambo came from yeah. Sambo was just accomplished. That's all. Sambo was just my boy. He was my boy too, but Sambo wasn't really, you know, he wasn't no killer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sambo wasn't really out to do that. Sambo was just getting money. That's it. You know, he just got jammed up. That's it, man.
They say they got C in the book too, man. What you think about C?
Yeah, that's my boy. He just got in the mix, just being with World. You know what I'm saying? Being with World. He got popped for no reason being with World. And that's how they jammed Jimzo. Right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't down with no CMB. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, World Moms stated that Boo admitted to over 29 murders, man. And you know, he from your building too, man. What you think about something like that?
Oh, boom.
Yes. He admitted to over 29
I
murders.
don't know, son. I can't. I can't go with that, son. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he had 29, son, they be put a death penalty on him right now. You know what I'm saying, son?
Right.
Come on, stop that bullshit.
But they say he out, man. They say
I heard too. You know, when you helping the boys out, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
you know how them alphabet boys play. You help me, we help you.
Right.
You put bread in your pocket. You know, there's a bunch of niggas out here, informers. You know?
Yeah.
Still out here. You heard?
You know any?
Huh?
You know any?
Nah, I don't know any.
Well, he locked up, so he's not going to,
He don't want to talk about it. He think that is some type of incrimination.
No.
I mean, because apparently it's just, from what I understand, Popsy gave him permission to write this story, right?
Well,
That's what they saying. Popsy actually is the one who granted the interview, from what I understand. Right?
Right.
Right.
Popsy said he wanted to show the world another side, that it was not like they said it was. That everybody was in the project running around, selling drugs and all. Everybody was against each other out there. He said it was not like that. He said he wanted to give a positive side of them growing up in the project, and like they was all friends.
Right.
Not like the feds trying to portray it, not like these guys trying to portray it. So Popsy told me this a while back.
Right. Because basically what they trying to say is that they put all these guys together, and we know that we grew up with them. Half of them, wasn't even involved with some of the stuff that they said happened.
Exactly.
And these guys got this excessive amount of time, which was crazy, from what I understand, right? I mean, because we all grew up, everybody grew up smoking weed in the project. It's an institution. That's the way we is. We grew up with each other. But to be, brought into crimes and doing 10 and 15 years is kind of like some sort of, I would say, a conspiracy. You think? You think so?
Absolutely.
Right. So, you ain't go see World for Mother's Day?
No.
Did he send you a card or anything like that?
I'm not going up there because you can't. It's like you have to talk through a screen and all. I'm not going. Well, no, he don't want nobody to come and see him.
He don't want nobody to come up there. Why you feel like
because
that?
It's a petition.
Right.
It's a petition that like I said, you can't. When he was at MDC, everybody, we was in a big room like this, but up there where he is now, or he said it's a petition. You can't. You have to pick up a phone and all. He don't want that. I wouldn't want that either.
Right. So he don't be on the phone with nothing.
Oh, he calls me all the time. He calls me 3 or 4 times a week, but he don't want nobody to come and see him, and then you can't have no physical contact. That's what it's about.
Right. So it's behind the petition.
Popsy always told me, he said, Miss Hart, it's not like, he said, I want something positive. So Popsy told me that that they had contacted him, and then when I told them about it, he said, yeah, they contacted me, they contacted eBay, but I don't think eBay participated in, because he don't know what it's about. But it's as long as it's positive, and people need to know another side, and anybody around the area know there's another side. Know that it's not the side that the feds is trying to portray. There's a different side to these kids. Then a lot of people just chose to step to the other side, and I guess trying to save their own skin, working out. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, they say like a lot of these guys are released. Like Boo is home, they say, but he apparently is on a run. Is there something like that? Is that true that he's home?
Boo is on the run because what happened was, Boo was put in protective custody.
Right. Why would
and he got back, and because he is a cooperating witness.
Right.
Boo admitted to 29 murders. That's common knowledge.
Right. 29 murders, and they actually believed him.
And that girl that he used to date over there. What was her name?
Yeah, the young girl. I forgot her name.
He killed her uncle.
He killed the uncle. Damn, and she still stayed with him?
She didn't know it.
She didn't know.
He confessed to it, and year before last, they contacted her aunt and told her that he was the one that killed her husband. And then they went back, what was this girl's name? They went back and told her. And their family went against her, said, you was with him all these years. He was the one who killed my husband. And she said she did not know anything about it. But he confessed to 29 murders.
29 murders.
29 murders. So they put him in protective custody, but he got back out here in the street, started doing the same thing over again. And then now, whatever they offered him put on the table, they had to withdraw it because he was back out here in the same activity. So now, how could he be some kind of
credible witness, right?
Right, and he back out here in the street. So that's why he on the run.
Going to the Boxing Hall of Fame, man. You see, I got the Zab Judah. I got the Zab Judah boxing shirt, one of my designs. You know. Go to oowe.info if you want to pick up one of these joints from my company right here. Oowe, baby. It's the Oowe Zab Judah shirt. Oowe Zab Judah shirt. Represent. People going upstate, man, to Minnesota. I love New York, man. You know, there's all this paper out here in New York, man. You know what I mean? You gotta know how to get it. You know how to get it. So, pretty much suffer from bumpers. Suffer from brokenness.
Yo, man. I heard 50 Cent bought Tyson's house for $5 million cause he wanted to feel like a real boxer. Hustling out Fox shit for ringside seats at the Foxwood. Nigga crazy boxing fan like Riddick Bowe and the parachuter. You know, yo, he hang around Floyd like a bitch from Hooters. Laughing in his crib, smoking Buddha. Watching Floyd on 24/7, riding a scooter. 50 used to try to box like Zab Judah when he was a young fella, but growing up at 40 Project, he was a snitch. No one in the gym wanted to say hello, just waiting for the day for him to start sparring, so somebody could maliciously hit him with a body shot, knock the nigga out snoring. 50 Cent is a groupie boxer. I heard 50 Cent bought Tyson's house. 50 Cent is a groupie boxer. I heard 50 Cent bought Tyson's house. 50 Cent is a groupie boxer. I heard 50 Cent bought Tyson's house. 50 Cent is a groupie boxer. I heard 50 Cent bought Tyson's house.
I just need you to be upfront and honest with me. If you're family, I want you there. I want you to sit right in the front. Okay? Go right in the front with the red.
Producer of the documentary. Mike Tyson tried to kill my daddy. This was a very controversial DVD, the book that I wrote, you know, and I happened to put a story in it about World and Homo, JR, Peanut, all those guys I talked about, you know, from the neighborhood. You know, I watched World grow up, and you know, the evolution and our projects in our neighborhood, man, just keep evolving, you know. So, you know, I felt that it was important to write about it. You know, now, you know, the streets, man, they got a mentality where they see, a lot of them seem to don't see things correctly. You know, so therefore, you know, that's when the rumors and stuff get out, or he's snitching. And, you know, what is really a snitch, man? What is a snitch, man? You know? Snitch is a dude that tell the police on somebody for certain situations. Now, I don't give nobody no right to be shooting on motherfuckers either, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's a snitch when I'm a snitch when I talk about the book, but I talk about the story of Don's a Diva. Everybody running to the store to buy the book, you know, buy the magazine, you know? You know, ain't nobody snitching on nobody. Everybody snitching on themselves when they tell on each other over a big mess that they got themselves in, their life in, for living a life of uncivilization. Brothers that didn't obtain knowledge of themselves. You know, see, I'm understanding. You know, and I got knowledge of self. I got a lot of, rights and wrongs, but I also got a lot of wrongs and rights.
What were the speculations that surrounded the Duns and Divas magazine about Damian Hardy and his crew? I mean, you were from that neighborhood. Well, how would you describe that situation that was in the book?
Man, it's just a big evolution of a hood thing, man. You know what I mean? Now they gathered up all of this information from the streets, I guess. And it's a tragedy situation, man, with that whole thing, man. I mean, everybody grew up together, Worldwide, JR, all of us grew up together, man, as kids, man, back in the park, man, back in 75, 76, man. We was 7, 8 years old. We remember that shit way back then, man. And it's alleged that World took revenge out on people that he believed that had some sort of conspiracy or connection with the killing of his brother, his brother Wise. He had a loving brother named Wise that was a couple of years older than him, man, that he looked up to as his hero, man, as his idol. That was his big brother, man. Everybody loved their big brother, man. Nobody want to lose their big brother. Nobody want to lose their little sister. Nothing, man, out here, man, because it's not right for the black man to keep on continuing to do this to each other, man. Taking people's family members and friends out, man, over some bullshit, man. Some slave mentality shit, man.
So basically, your book hit the streets, and everyone is like telling you that you sort of like kind of like telling because of what you wrote in your book. However, is what was said in your book actually the theme of what was going on in your book? I mean, the book was about you, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So you just put your history, your background, and how you grew up into the book, meaning that you had ties with Worldwide because you knew them from the neighborhood. So you was able to put some information about what was going on in the neighborhood.
Right.
So and everybody called you a snitch because of that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people wrote about it in magazines. It was public information. You had guys going into the Freedom of Information building, digging out the actual facts that are alleged allegations against them and using them in little articles, little books they try to put out. But for some reason they attacked me because I took a lot of that public information and converted it into the story that I felt that,
was part of your story.
You know what I mean? My story.
Also.
So I don't know what it is in the hood, man. I don't know if it's because the brother tried to profit off of something in the hood. Everybody like crabs in the barrel, grabbing each other by the leg, don't want nobody to make no money, don't want nobody to rise. So automatic, you a snitch. Everybody a snitch in the neighborhood.
Mitchell won it in 2 rounds and says he taunted his opponent, who was from Alabama, by coming out in a Ku Klux Klan costume and then wrote about it in a book which he believes may have incited some white boxing fans.
Yeah, it's a possibility, strong possibility that people can definitely be mad about something like that.
Nassau police took the evidence for forensic testing.
I got some anger and, maybe a little fear, maybe a little combination of both.
Mitchell says he is not so much concerned about his own safety as he is the safety of his wife and his children.
Real dudes do real things, man, and I always kept it real, man. I never had to tell on nobody. I never put myself in that predicament to be in that state, That's why they call me Mitchell the Untouchable Rose, Because I don't get myself caught up in all that bullshit, man. I just try to take care of my family, make money, man, live life, And hope one day that the brothers will come together for one common cause and be more positive black men and stop hurting and killing one another for petty money, We got to bring the value of the black man's blood up. Right now, the white man consider the black man blood cheap. You know, and that's because of the way we do each other and harm each other kids. You know, we got kids and daughters, and you know, and they you know, we gotta be black men, man, responsible black men to start, you know, doing the right thing and being more positive towards one another. You know, right now we like all across Chicago, all over the United States, man, we just slaughtering each other like, you know, I mean, like probably, you know, like the slave trade, man, back in the 1800s. But you know, represent, man. I try to represent, you know, in this whole world thing, you know, this LG Lafayette Garden catastrophe that occurred. I mean,
shut the TV for me, G.
Read it through generation after generation, man. There was a lot of hate among each other. Destruction, man. You know, destruction. So, my take on that, man, is I knew all of those guys growing up. World, Peanut, Wise. In fact, you know, I kind of was older guy that helped raise those guys in some sense, man. Peanut, I used to, and he was a kid, man. He was about, I don't know, maybe 10. I might have been 12. I might have been 11, 12. Peanut might have been 9, 8, 9. You know, he'd come to the front, man, to go to school. And, you know, he looked up to me as a kid. And he'd hang out with me. And he'd come upstairs, his mom's made him a ham sandwich, you know. He'd go by there, his mother bought him a ham sandwich at the deli. And, you know, by that time I had turned righteous. I was more understanding. So I was like, yo, shorty, man, you know, he come to my house, he in my crib with me in my room, goes on a ham sandwich. I'm like, man, yo, shorty, man, you can't be eating ham sandwiches, man. You know what I mean? Throw that shit away, man. So I grabbed the ham sandwich, I throw it away. You know, I throw it away. And I take him to the deli and buy him a turkey and cheese sandwich, you know? I'll take nothing and buy him a turkey and cheese sandwich. That was my greatest fond memory of that guy, man. And he came to my wedding, man. You know, he was supposed to be one of the best men. You know, Wise was the best man. He was supposed to be one of the men on the side, but he refused, man. For whatever reason, he felt that, you know, he didn't want to be in it because pretty much Wise was in it. I don't know. I guess they already had some kind of conflict of interest with each other, you know.
So how did you and Ivory Peanut Davis friendship was? Like, how you two relationship was as teenagers?
Me and Nut was always a cool kid, man. When I go back, you know, hanging out with him. Even I took Nut to Midtown, man.
What's Midtown?
Midtown is when we go to Manhattan, man, and we should, you know, dig pockets, man. Niggas was digging pockets. Like we had, man, it was about 50 diggers out in Midtown, man, just running through, man. Wow. Taking 2,500, 5,000, 10,000 out.
And Peanut was part of this crew.
Yes, sir. Peanut was a pretty athletic digger.
What about
man.
Wise?
Wise was also one of my, you know, diggers. He was a dude that dug, man. I was out there with.
Was Damien was part of this crew also?
Well, Damien, pretty much, he might have dug something in the neighborhood here and there, but he never really got a chance to be a part of Midtown because when you know, as I even wrote in my book, man, that when he asked me, World asked me to take him to Midtown, man, I said, I took the nigga to Midtown because I say that he was probably possibly heading down a road of self-destruction of, you know, more violent or criminalized activity because dudes in the neighborhood, they don't know how to make no money smooth, they don't know how to sell stuff, they don't know how to talk to people, so they automatically just grab a butcher knife, man, put it to a dude's head and chop his head off for $100, $5,000, $10,000. When dudes like us, man, we just take that shit in 15 minutes and bounce.
So how could you describe Damien World Hardy's growing up in Lafayette Gardens?
He was young, man. They was young dudes, man, like 4 or 5 years younger than me, man. So, you know, a lot of that activity that they was getting into, man, was seemed like it came from the video games, man, and the culture of a black man inside of the complex of the projects, man. And they just these I don't know where these guys came breeding from, man, with the the lifestyle that they was choosing or whatever.
I mean, could it be that this lifestyle was a trend from the older guys from the neighborhood? Could it be that?
I mean, it goes down, man. It's just like they say, the gangs don't die, they multiply, man. And these before gangsters, they had these kind of horrific crimes and murder sprees and stuff like that, and then the next generation pick it up, man, and take them out, and history just repeats itself, man. These guys just get more and more violent. I don't know how the streets is developing so many serial killers in our community, man. I mean, I really can't understand it, man.
People are saying that he had Lafayette guns under control with his reign, with the CNB crew. If that's so how would you explain that?
Well, I mean, the CNB crew, that's probably something that they might have was laughing and smoking weed, and they was talking about for the day. That probably I wouldn't be surprised that was a day conversation, man, because it wasn't really no gangs coming up around that time, man. The government said it was a gang, but it really was just a bunch of people in the neighborhood. Everybody grew up in the projects together. We all confined together, Some people might have a little more association with others when it comes pertaining to criminal activity or hustling or whatever, But this violent gang, man, I don't know. I can't say it was a gang. It was just a bunch of friends and guys that grew up in public school together, man. That smoked weed, got high, fucked girls together, whatever, man. And so maybe sold some drugs. They might have had a worker or something that sells some crack for them.
So basically, you think the federal government is just not making it up? I mean, they had to have it from somewhere that these things occurred. But do you think the federal government is actually right for arresting those guys, or do you think that they still have a chance to be in the streets?
Man, well, I tell you, man, I know one thing, man. Sometimes, man, if killings just keep occurring, man, from association of people, man, and our brothers and sisters, somebody got to take a stand, man, and stop this shit, man. I mean, but what else you supposed to do? I mean, but before in our community, we tend to don't stop a lot of stuff that go on, destruction in the neighborhood, and then until their family members get it or friends get it, and eventually it's going to affect you. Your community is your environment, so it's going to affect you too if the longer this stuff keep going on. So somebody got to take a stand, man. The body counts, as chances are, would have kept on dropping, man, if certain actions wasn't taken, man, with the government, or if solving whatever the solution that needs to be solved.
Do you think that it was good for the community that these fellas are away? Or do you think that the community is still under siege by upcoming new
man, I mean,
gangsters?
Man, I think it keeps going on, man. I mean, bodies dropping still every day. Why those guys going? It really ain't really solved the problem, man. That's why it's got to be other measures that's taken to deal with these problems, man. And niggas is dying left and right out here, brother. I love my kids, my son, man. I think about my son, both of my sons out there, and I say, man.
What would you say to the young kids coming up in your community right now about this type of life?
Well, as they can see right now, these guys been held by the federal government for over 8 years, man. And they haven't even went to trial yet, man. That's how serious this shit is, man. These kids nowadays, man, they just gonna have to really, first of all, they gotta have goals and dreams, man, in life. You gotta want to be somebody, a doctor, a lawyer, basketball player. That's number one, man, you know? I mean, our brothers and sisters definitely got to have a goal to follow. You know, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Me, I was a boxer. People know me as the man that beat Butterbean. You know, and that's my claim to fame, man. I dreamed of being a boxer. I wasn't a heavyweight champion, but you know, I still got to be in over 10 different magazines, Daily News over 20 times, Sports Illustrated, European magazines. So I still got to enjoy boxing, man. I got still a piece of the rock and some of the dream that I wanted to achieve, man.
So you know a little bit anything about World, man, and some of his stories?
I never met him, but I heard after he got busted, he had been in federal custody for a good while. You know, he playing the bug game, like Pappy did. But he was a little dramatic about it. He went in the courtroom one time, and his lawyer had a big to-do with the judge about taking the cuffs off of him. So finally they took the cuffs off, so he sticks his hand in the back of his pants and comes out with what appeared to be shit. Now normally I would say feces, but we in the hood, so we gonna keep it real. He pulled some supposedly shit out his pants and ate some and smeared the rest all over his face. The judge was appalled by it, but the federal prosecutor came closer, and when he did, he said, "He's a lying piece of shit. I smell peanut butter." It wasn't no shit, that was peanut butter. And the marshals took him out the courtroom after that. I never heard no more about it, but prosecutor busted him trying to play the bug game.
So you saying that all these shenanigans he's using is all tricks?
It ain't gonna help, he going down. When the feds get you, you're done. When they arrest you, their case is already made. They got audio, they got video, they got snitches. They got everything. They probably got some guns. They probably got some niggas that gonna say he gave some orders. I don't see how he could win.
But right now they saying that all of these they don't really got much on them, man, but just a bunch of street talk and rumors and stuff like that, man. And you know
all they
they
gotta
just,
do is get 12 people to vote guilty. That's not a hard task.
well, in his case, you know, it might be because, you know, it's also known that they say that World did all the ordering, but yet all of these guys was already known killers, and they all was older than him. He was one of the youngest guys, World. So, you know, I mean, what gave him the power to be able to tell these grown men what to do?
He's a mad dog killer.
But he's a mad dog killer, but yet, you know,
he's a mad dog orderer.
Mad dog
he ain't
orderer.
killed nobody, but he still had a lot of niggas that would do the killing for him.
How you know this?
I wasn't there, but if I had to say based on what the streets say, he was responsible for a lot of deaths. Whether it's true or not remains for the courts to decide.
Well, you know,
but in the court of public opinion, he's already guilty.
But they got a friend of his that's actually admitted to over 29 murders that he committed, you know, and these was in under World's ordering. This is something that he ran around and did.
At the behest of who? Why did he kill these people?
Different reasons for what they say, you know. I mean, they said he did it because he liked the respect that he gained from the street. He liked the feeling, man. It kind of made him feel somewhat like a celebrity.
All right, so he was a sociopath and a psychopath and a homicidal maniac. They got a place for him. It's called Florence in Colorado Mountain. It's an old missile silo where the Unabomber is, where rumor says Pappy Mason now resides. That's where he gonna wind up at. No human contact. You'll cry to hear a human voice.
They got everybody remember that Muslim book.
Yeah? Did you read it?
Don't take me, motherfucker. Don't take me.
I'm saying that you read the book.
I see pictures of it.
You seen pictures?
I don't
You knew World?
The world lived with me, motherfucker. World lived with me.
World lived with you?
Hell, motherfucker. I know a lot about World. I ain't gonna say about him now because they might come to haunt me.
Oh, yeah? You got any good memories of him?
Stay over there. Don't come by me.
Huh? You got any
Don't
good?
do that shit to me. Don't do
You got
that.
any good memories of him?
World, he's my motherfucking man.
What about Peanut?
Peter was my guy.
That's right. That's the only good thing
My
you said right there. That's the only good shit she said right
My motherfucking guy.
Devil. Put it together,
My motherfucking
cat.
Right.
My motherfucking guy.
I hear that shit.
My motherfucking guy.
Two beloved guys. What about Wise?
Oh, he's doing
doing right. Shout out to him too, man. Rest in peace, man.
Then he left in peace. I'm sorry, he left that fuck away. He didn't have to leave that fuck away on some real shit. You take these motherfuckers. It's one of these in my voice.
You think it was right what they did to him?
Hell, motherfucker, it's grimy.
It was wrong, huh?
It's grimy. That's how the world streets. World streets don't do shit like that. That's the world streets don't talk much.
I mean, you said you just copped the Don's Diva magazine, man. Tell me about it.
Yeah, you know, they talking about Peanut and World and all of that. Like, they got it twisted. There's a lot of people know Nut wasn't hustling out here. Nut was getting money out of town.
So they say World wanted, they say that Nut wanted the project. That's what this beef stems from.
Nah. All that started is, I really don't know. Remember, I moved away. But word of mouth, I mean, I think it was after Wise. And before that incident, we all hung out. Because remember, I was bartending. They was in the club together. Then we came over in the club and we sat there in the park till like 5 in the morning. Just chatting it up. And after that, I don't know what happened.
Right. So tell me about that Don's and Diva book, man, and what are the things that you feel wasn't right?
Man, like they trying to say like Peanut had well about Kojak. Kojak wasn't with Nut.
So what's up, man? You miss your cousin Nut?
Dude, I miss him. His birthday this week. Of course I miss him.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I wish he was still here, man. You know, situation.
So what do you think about the situation that happened with him, man?
Well, what I think of the situation, I think it could have been handled better than that. Like, they ain't had to go the route it went. I'd rather see them in jail right now for taking over the whole Brooklyn type shit instead of them seeing them gone.
I mean, who do you believe done it?
Like, who I believe done it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was young when that happened, man.
Do you think World has something to do with it?
Yeah, probably so.
I mean, those are the rumors that you heard?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You heard that he had something to do with it?
I'm not sure how true it is.
Right. So, you was a kid when Nut died, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, man, what do you remember about your uncle?
I remember him just being fly, getting money type of dude. See all the new cars and jewelry and shit come through with him. That's what I remember my cousin.
Did you go to his funeral?
Yeah, I went to his funeral.
Right.
I got his name tatted.
Got any pictures of him?
Yeah, I got pictures.
Right.
I just my phone too.
Right. So, you know, they say that Nut is a possibility that Nut instigated this thing with World's brother's death. Did you hear anything about that?
Oh no, I ain't hear nothing. See, I don't got nothing to do with that. That was before my time. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I don't know none of that. I wasn't trying to get involved with that. It's the streets.
Right.
Shit happens.
Yeah, man, World, Peanut, Homo, all grew up under me. It's all peoples. But I ain't read the article yet, man. I gotta read the article.
So what you think about the whole situation with this World thing in LG?
Yeah, well, you know what? Babies without direction, man. You know what I mean? They ain't have no knowledge of self. They was running around like savages. Look where they at now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Took a lot of lives. A lot of lives was lost behind this, man. It's not having knowledge of self. So what's there to explain? You know what I mean? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Bottom line.
So you believe they was involved with these crimes and atrocities? I mean, World?
What can you say, man? Where they at now? You know what I'm saying? 2 of them deceased, 1 of them on death row. We out here in the world. Why? Because we, you know what I mean? We wasn't doing those things.
Who are the 2 deceased?
Oh, Homicide deceased, Daryl deceased, Peanut deceased. I mean, World, he on, you know, see where he at. I gotta read this article though.
Right.
I gotta read this article.
So, I mean, tell me a little bit about World, man. What you know about? What you know?
A little bit about Damien. I mean, the young brother coming up, man. I mean, I was gone most of the years. You know, I was away, living my life. You know what I'm saying? So when all of that was supposed to be going on, I wasn't even here in the pride. I left in '89. I came back in 2004. So whatever took place between then and then, all I was hearing from the grapevine. Only encounter me and little Damien World had was back in like '91 or something, and you know, I was on Clifton Place back then. You know what I'm saying? And he was a little rider because we all rode bikes and everything, and he had a little 250 and he was riding. But other than that, I don't know. I wasn't here, so I can't even speak on it. But the man's in the paper, in the magazine. And it is what it is.
Tell me about your brother World, man. What kind of guy was he growing up?
Ordinary, man. Always had fun. Never was in trouble. Well, he did everything everybody else was doing at the time, being mischievous.
Any sports, any games, anything he liked it?
Yeah, basketball, baseball.
Your brother Wise, the late Wise, who passed away, man. How do you feel about what happened to him in the projects, man? And you believe anybody particular that you believe that did it?
Of course. His name was Nino.
Nino?
Nobody knows Nino.
Why do you think he did it?
Because his cousin put him under pressure.
Who's his cousin?
Son, Ivory Davis, bastard. So I ain't scared to say it. Anybody who knew him knew he was a bastard.
Why do you feel he was a bastard?
Jealous, envious. Frankly, man, all that shit came about because he wanted something that he couldn't have. Friendship.
Well, friendship with who?
With my brother, with Wise.
And Wise ain't want to be nut friend?
Nah.
Why you think so?
Because he was not the friendship type of dude, man. He was a snake in the grass and nobody trusted him. Now, come on, listen. All of us grew up in the projects, man. Why? Nobody liked him, and it had to be a reason why nobody in the projects liked him. And we all grew up together, man. And rightfully, yeah, he was part of the clique, but he dissociated himself. He went, did his own thing, and when he came back, he was on something different, man. Like somebody owed him something. I know what it was, man. He didn't like the fact that everybody prospered without him.
So, have you spoken to World lately?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do we look? How do we feel, man? I mean,
he's doing as far as anybody else was doing, incarcerated for 8 years unjustly for hearsay from criminals. He's been in solitary for 8 years.
8 years in solitary.
Right.
You know, they saying that, you know, World on, he's eating his feces.
Nah, man, I don't believe that.
That's just street rumors?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
They saying that he's got hair hanging down like he's Jesus Christ or something.
Yeah, he used to.
Oh, he cut his hair?
Yeah, he cut it. He said that was just a protest.
That was a protest.
Right. But they, you know what I'm saying, they have a code. Cut, keep yourself he was just protesting the system. First of all, he said he shouldn't be there, which he shouldn't. Because how they taking word on other criminals that was murderers and all that before he even knew him. And it's 2-3 guys that gave testimony of other people's cases, trials that when got convicted and they got freed, and now they back in there for the same criminal activity that the person they testified in is incarcerated for. To me, the feds is just thirsty, man. How you gonna use criminals to convict somebody else, man?
Well, he's not exactly convicted yet, you know.
Yeah, but 8 years, man. That's a conviction, man. That's doing time. He did it. He doing it big. His case ain't went nowhere since day one. It's still in the same stages, and after 8 years.
I mean, didn't they say that he's been playing crazy and he wasn't able to stand trial these years?
All right. Well, listen. They doctor said he's insane. Other doctors say he can stand trial. So now it's a toss-up. Now, so what they gonna do? After 8 years, you mean to tell me they can't decide? Even their own doctors say he's not mentally competent to stand trial. Two other doctors say that, well, it's a split, 2 and 2. So what they supposed to do with him? Just let him ride? They ain't trying to get him no help. Me personally, I know he needs some help from all them bullets, the 2 bullets he took in his head. All right, that being said, get the man some help. Why keep him isolated and like they trying to drive him crazy?
So you think those bullets that's enlarged in his head and his neck contribute to some of his mental state?
Yeah, man, it causes a chemical imbalance, man. Any type of metal lodged inside your system, after a while it deteriorates and it creates a chemical imbalance with the chemicals in your own body.
Right. So,
especially in the head, man, and then it's in the part of his brain that controls his memory.
Right. Well, they say some of his cohorts, co-defendants are free, man. They say Boo and Trub. Why do you think those guys are free, man?
Let me put it to you this way: anybody who got out who did 5 years or less, you told.
So who all you believe told?
I ain't gonna say no names. All you gotta do is find out who out. Everybody who out. Let me put it to you this way: if they did 5 years or less, they told.
Yo, what's up with that Dons and Diva joint, man?
That shit real, man.
Yeah?
That shit real, son.
So you think all of that stuff they were saying was pretty much accurate?
Come on, you know that shit. Man, cut it out, man. Free world. Free world.
Free world?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for all of that kind of information, huh? That sounds pretty incriminating, huh?
Shit weird, man. I don't know what's going on, man, but
free world, right? Yo, let me ask you something, right? Like I was talking to somebody, right? And you know us from growing up with World, man. We don't know what he was doing outside of the projects, but niggas around here, I ain't know him to hurt none of us around here. You know what I mean? He was always cool with us. He loved it, you know what I mean? He ain't fuck with nobody around the way. And then you got niggas shooting him in the head, sneaking up on him, because, you know what I mean, he probably make a few dollars here and there trying to live, you know what I mean? But what have he really did to niggas around here, the shit they did to him? You could drive a man insane by constantly shooting a man and then killing his brother, you know what I mean, for no motherfucking reason, and he only fuck with niggas around the way, right?
Shit weird, man.
You know?
Weird, man. It's the life of the hood, man. What up, people?
So I'm saying, what you think about Peanut, man? I mean, you know, in that situation, man.
My man, Peanut, good money, man. You know what I'm saying? From LG, man. It's big homies, man. That's all I can say.
Why, I mean, what do you feel about the confrontation that him and Wise had that led to this demise of brothers?
I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? By me reading that, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. But yo, man, I don't know, man. I know them both, man. They both from LG, you know what I'm saying? We them guys, man, you know?
So what do you think about when they talked about homicide, man, you know?
I don't know Homo, never met him, never seen him, nothing.
Right.
You know?
So what you think about the story they said about, you know, about...
saying, there's a lot of legends, man. There's a lot of OGs out here, man, you know? There's plenty guys they ain't talking about too, you know?
Right.
He's a guy, you know? He's a guy, I don't know.
Crazy.
What's the video without you, man?
Yeah, I don't got nothing to
You was
say.
Look. All you gotta do is say this. When he asks you, yo, what you know about them niggas? Say, yo, I blew bees with him, blew trees with him.
I mean, did you read the article? Did you read the Dons and Diva article, man?
I ain't even read that shit, man.
You ain't read it?
Nah, that shit ain't excite me like everybody else.
Stop any bad with him.
Right. Hey, did you guys hear about the World story? Would you like to say anything about him?
No, not at this time.
At the time? What about his brother World?
Happy Father's Day, World.
I was around 3 or 4, but
That's all I really remember. I remember he took me to a pool party and I had fun with him and everything. And I heard he was like a real good brother to my dad and everything.
Do you remember anything about your dad?
Nothing.
Nothing much, right? Because you was a baby, apparently. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what about the stories you heard? You heard any stories about him?
I heard he was a good man and everything, and that he took care of everyone, and that I resemble him in a way.
Right. So, I mean, knowing that his father today, how do you feel about, your father? Did you think about him today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought what happened to him is horrible, but I really don't know the full story. But I mean, still, it's just a bunch of nonsense to me, to be honest.
Right. I mean, do you have any last words you like to say to your father, Wise? Anything you like to, shout out? Anything?
Nothing much that I'm just gonna try and do my best to be someone successful and take care of my mother and my grandmother.
Right. So how your mother doing? Huh? What's she been up to?
She's been fine. She's a travel agent and
last year there was some.
that's about it.
Yeah. Does she have a new boyfriend?
No.
No? So she's a travel agent, huh? How your grandmother doing?
She's fine. She's taking care of her mother who's in the hospital right now. And she's taking care of me and everything.
Right. Did you read that Dons and Diva magazine, brother?
Yo, fuck that shit, son.
Why you say that?
That shit ain't real, son.
It ain't real? Why you say it ain't real?
Niggas don't tell a real story.
So what's the real story? You want to tell me a little bit about it?
Nigga, you should know.
Well, I should know, nigga.
You was there.
But I'm asking you, brother. You don't want to talk about it, man?
That ain't my lifestyle, son. You know what I'm saying?
Saying you don't want to tell me nothing about World or any one of them dudes, man?
All I know is Van, man.
Yeah.
When you said World, when I came home, his name was Damian Hardy.
Damian Hardy.
What faggot ass nigga Kevin Childs, man, trying to live up our legacy, man. He ain't from Lafayette, God. That nigga ain't from Brooklyn. He shouldn't have wrote nothing about Don Davis, man. You know what I mean? You don't like that nigga, man. You hear me?
Did you read the article?
I ain't read it because I don't support that nigga. You hear me? I don't support him.
You know him?
Do I know him? I don't know him at all, but I know this. He took our pain and suffering. He took Lafayette Gardens and made $1 off it. He ain't give none of our families a goddamn dime. You know what I mean? So I don't support that.
Sorry. Potato salad, macaroni salad, shrimp pasta salad, everything.
So, your final thoughts, man, on this whole situation with this World thing and these alleged guys like Nut and Palmer and all that.
What I like to say is, man, all of them is my homeboys, man. We all live in the same neighborhood.
Why you say alleged guy?
These guys we grew up with, man. We all live. We live the same lifestyle. Nothing they did, we didn't do. It's sad that situation happened, but I love them all, man. They're my brothers, man.
Right.
They're my brothers, man.
Right.
They're my brothers.
You got anything to say, Van, man?
Yo, fuck that nigga Kevin Childs up, man. Right, that's what we gotta say, man. Fuck that.
Tell him pay what he weigh, he can stay.
Hey, yo, C, man, so what you think about this Dons and Diva book, man?
Oh, man, that shit is crazy, son. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers put people's names up in there, man. Like it wasn't nothing without even asking motherfuckers, man. That they pick motherfuckers' names up in there and all that, man.
So you also like was part of this clique. You know, they say the feds apprehended you and brought you into this World clique, man. You did 5 years for it. You home now. I mean, how you feel about that? What do you think about that, man?
Well, you know what I'm saying? They brought me in there because these motherfuckers hit me up in the mix. You know what I mean? I was trying to help these motherfuckers out to get away from dude, you know what I mean? And they get caught up and make it seem like my shit was a part of his shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
But, luckily, thanks for the grace of God, I ain't have to do too much time off in that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So actually, you know what I mean, it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying, just to get like 5 years off in that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Because I mean, a lot of people around the LG think that, you know what I mean, you just grew up in the building with the guys, y'all played in the park. You might have rolled around with them here and there because y'all was kids. Everybody ran around and played with each other. But, I mean, they actually said that you was a bag man because you bagged up one package of crack for them and wound up putting you in a situation to give you 5 years.
Nah, motherfuckers gotta understand, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, me and Wise was always cool. You know what I'm saying? Me and Wise was tight. You know what I mean?
World brother, right?
Yeah, that's world brother. You know what I mean? We was tight. You know, so after all that shit that, you know what I mean, happened, you know what I mean? Me and World was in the Ford building together when that happened to Wise. You know, that was my little cousin that supposedly, allegedly had killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know what I mean? We was in the building together waiting to go up north or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened after that when he came home, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't really be around him like that. You know, motherfuckers still, you know what I'm saying, told their own story. You know, it got coerced, you know what I'm saying, the feds and all that. But,
you know, it's rumors speculating that they saying the reason why you got 5 years is because you snitched or, gave, some information to the feds.
Nah, motherfucker, first of all, you know what I'm saying, everybody know, you know what I mean, that I was a straight up dude, you know what I mean? That's first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what I'm saying, on top of that, a motherfucker will be waiting, you know what I'm saying, to go sit on them. You know what I'm saying, when they start their trial. Now, who, you know what I'm saying, say that I'm waiting out here to go sit on them to go to trial. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, motherfucker, I was a stand-up dude. First of all, I don't even know what the fuck that was going on with them for me to even motherfucking tell anything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of dudes was around me up in there. Motherfuckers seen my paperwork and all that. You know what I mean? If anybody wants to see my paperwork, they can see my paperwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's also, they want to know why Jimbo and all them guys got more time than you, and you know what I mean.
That's because them cats got more time because motherfuckers was alleging that they was dealing with them, you know what I'm saying, for a long period of time, you know what I mean? So, Jimbo, he jumped on the first thing, you know what I'm saying, that they offered him was a dime, which they offered me a dime.
Jimbo was scared.
You know what I'm saying? They offered me a dime, but I told him, yo, dime will kill me. You know what I mean? I'm going to trial, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Jimbo ain't never got knocked before, so
you know what I'm saying? And me and Popsy was together. I told Popsy they was offering him 17. I told him to jump on that, but he wanted to listen to these motherfuckers and go to trial. So my lawyer came to me with the pound. I jumped on it. You know what I mean?
Fucking with them feds,
yeah,
right?
you fucking with them, man. Them motherfuckers is dangerous, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Especially, they bringing back this Jim Crow thing, so I mean, you would have been in a lot of trouble, man.
Hell yeah. But luckily now, you know what I'm saying, like they got like a few, you know what I'm saying, crack laws, you know what I'm saying, that came into effect where,
niggas know how to get around Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talk about Jim Crow, but they don't know about Jim Crow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know, you gotta know how to handle Jim Crow, son. You don't just jump on everything them niggas give you, son. You know what I'm saying? Because half of them niggas, agents, them niggas be using, or they done caught bodies, you know what I'm saying? And you can flip on them. Fuck out of here, son. You don't go with that shit, son.
The hood know that Jim's always been a stand-up dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Right. So, man, what you think? Today is Father's Day, man, and we lost a lot of brothers, man, and dudes we grew up with, and all this, killing each other, man, from the same building. How do you sum this up, man? And for Father's Day, and want to give any shout outs?
Sum it up in 2 words: jealousy is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, you know what I'm saying, we all grew up in the same era, the same projects, you know what I'm saying? Why the fuck I'm gonna be jealous of you?
Oh, man.
Nigga, each one teach one. If you was down with me, you know what I'm saying? Get money.
Exactly.
If I could get money with you, nigga, we done got money, all of us done got money together. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck am I going, you know what I'm saying, sit there at the end of the day, snitch on you? I caught 16 cases for niggas in here. 16 cases, and ain't never tell on nobody, son.
So would you say it's a big bad influence in growing up in the projects, man?
Nah, it's a different fucking era, son. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a bad influence. Yo, let me tell you something. You can live in the suburbs, son, and have the motherfucking Willie Jr. and Anna Mae, you know what I'm saying, doing the same thing everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? It's about loyalty, son. That's the way I see it. It's about loyalty. Because I ain't gonna, like I said, I caught 16 cases. That wasn't even mine. And I copped out to it. Right. This nigga was on the front page of the Post like this. And I said it was me. And I said it was me. I took that, yo. Fuck out of here,
you know, kid, I'm ready to go to the end with whatever.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying? You know, man, you was allegedly in there something together, you know what I mean?
Well, they accuse of a jury heist. They accuse us of a jury heist, right?
And you know, I was ready to go to the end with that, man. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up stand-up dude, man. I ain't with all that, man.
Right.
But it's sad that, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of brothers from here fell a victim to, you know what I'm saying, the same motherfuckers that grew up with each other over here in the hood.
What it is, see, they ain't fall victim to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying, son. We all did biz. You know what I'm saying? The wise rule the strong rule the weak. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas was weak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Come here, man.
They was weak. And they copped the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what are we talking about, Mike?
Wes.
Yo, so you want to give any Father's Day shout outs, man?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my homie Wise. God bless the dead. Happy Father's Day to him, you know what I mean? My cousin Nut. Happy Father's Day to him.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Y'all niggas want to be real. All this shit with Wise, you know what I'm saying? That shit gave Shelton a couple of motherfucking more years. Now let's be real about it.
Shelton.
You know what I'm saying? Shelton. Yeah.
For what?
That the feds got right now in North Carolina.
For what?
You know what I'm saying? God, niggas is talking about shit they don't know about, and that shit indicated his case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck, man. Niggas don't even know what the fuck they be talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just came from
man right here.
That's why I said,
my motherfucking man right here in the feds with me right here. He know how stand up a motherfucker is.
That's a real nigga.
Know what I'm saying? My motherfucking man right here.
I've been in there with the
know what I'm saying?
Right.
If motherfuckers really want to get real about it, know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that my motherfucking crew that I really was fucking with kept it 100. Know what I mean? Ain't indicate me on nothing. Know what I mean? If motherfuckers want to get real technical, know what I mean?
So what they call you, brother, in the street, man?
Call me now. I got 100 names, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, say boo.
Know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna turn around. Say boo.
You read this Dons and Diva magazine?
No, man.
What do you think about it, man? Yeah.
Only I can think, go by is what the magazine says, you know?
Yo, well, you know, this world thing, you know, do you know anything about this, man, or did this affect you in any way in the projects growing up around these guys?
They came up after me.
They came up after you? Right. I mean, you allegedly got in a beef with one of them, right? You ever got any beef with any one of them guys? Right. So how you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, baby. Blessed.
What do you think about Father's Day, man?
It's great.
Have you been able to manage knowing that, you know, the condition you was put in from growing up in the projects with people we grew up with? You know what I mean?
Manage? I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't get the age I'm at.
Right. Are you ain't bitter about stuff so good?
I'm blessed, man. God made me like this for a reason.
Still got a beautiful wife and everything. I know. It's good. I know why you had a good wife. That, you know, she stick behind you through all this, man. You know? And, you know, everybody knew you as an old school dude that always did the right thing and represented. You know? So what you think about this world case that's going on, man?
I don't know too much about it, baby. I got my own life to live.
Right. So, you know, did one of his boys, is it alleged that one of his boys shot you, man?
Nah, I don't
terrorize you?
Nah, I know, bro.
Not that you know. Right. Come on, Jack, man. You was riding around with the Dons and Diva book, man. The magazine. Did you read the book, man?
Around with it. Somebody passed it to me, and I passed it to somebody else.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
you said you read it, man. So what do you think about the story, bro?
They some good dudes, man. Blame it on the environment, man. Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go over here. Blame it on the environment.
Why the environment, brother? So how you gonna just say something about things? You know, you think it's Lafayette Garden and projects where we grew up possibly contribute to all of this violence and destruction with the black man?
Yeah. Blame it on the urban, whatever, however they say it. The streets, man. You know what I'm saying? You're victims.
Yeah, so how you feel about World right now in his predicament?
He a good dude, man. He'll be all right.
Right. What about Nut, man? You got anything you want to say to Nut, man?
Yeah, he was a good dude too. He's a good dude too.
He's a good dude too?
Yeah. All of them were good dudes.
There's not much I can tell you besides maybe he used to make me and my sisters fight. Nah.
Yo, but you know, isn't it? I mean, one of his co-defenders, you know, alleged eBay.
Yeah, that's my family.
That's your
my family. Yes, I still speak to him to this day. I wish they let them go because really they don't have nothing on them.
He's your cousin or your boyfriend or?
No, he's like my brother. He roll with my brother. My brother's Chase Baker. You know my brother.
Who's Chase Baker? Oh, Chase, right.
Right.
Okay.
Chase is my brother. So he kind of like took us under his wing and made sure nobody messed with us in the neighborhood. That's why when people say they like monsters, I don't know that. You know what I mean? All I know is the protectors.
Right.
Part of them, you know, they always protected me. They always kept me away from the bad dudes, the bad girls, you know.
Right.
So they had hearts. They not ruthless and cold like them people saying.
So you know, they saying that, you know, World Mother Miss Hardy is stating in the documentary that Boo and I know Boo admitted to over 29 murders. I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't know.
And they also trying to say eBay is charged with about 20-something murders.
I don't think so. I don't think that's not true.
That's not true?
I don't think that's true.
Right. So you think this whole arrest thing, and you know, is fabricated by the government?
I know that eBay have a lot of issues as far as like he was hurt recently. Not recently, but he got injured in a shootout mentally. I really don't believe that he admitted to murdering anybody, but at the same time, Boo, do you know Boo?
Yes, I know Boo.
And you believe Boo is capable of that?
I mean, that's what he admitted to. He said that.
No, but do you believe? You know Boo,
I didn't.
right?
I really don't. I mean,
do you know
I don't
him
believe.
Personally?
Yes, I grew up with him.
And you believe he's a killer?
I really don't know.
See, I'm their little sister, so I just don't see it. I don't see that. I don't.
So why are they facing it? These guys are actually facing the death penalty. But it's you know, I mean, they supposed to be facing the death penalty.
But how can you sentence somebody to a death penalty without evidence and without anybody to point a finger at them?
Well, it's alleged that that Boo testified on everybody, and a lot of other guys also told and said what happened, and that World was the ringleader, and you know, stuff like that.
I don't know, because I don't think there's ever been a time where a criminal's word is credible against other criminals. I've never known that to be.
Well, they say Boo is released because he told on them.
I don't know.
They say he's in a government protection program.
I'm not really in the know because I'm just a hardworking citizen of New York City, of Bedford-Stuyvesant. I work hard.
Right.
I really don't do the tabloids. I don't do TV, none of that. But I do believe in real world shit, real world issues, and I don't know. I don't believe that. But I like I said, I'm very naive because those are my big brothers. They took care of me when I was a little girl. They weren't vicious to me. They weren't bad guys.
The new world of Islam.
Oh.
With you have like a few Muslims praying on their knees on the cover, and the security guard, and you also have Little Kim on the front cover.
Really?
Yeah, and so I mean, what do you think about that?
Well,
that title.
A lot of years ago, I heard something really bad happened to little Kim, and that's why she had all this like plastic surgery and stuff like that.
That like what? That,
like,
you saying that world beat her up? They say that you.
I don't know. You must have heard that too, cause I didn't even have to say that.
So who do you think? Why did it happen to her face?
I don't know.
What rumors did you hear?
I know as a black woman, if I was as beautiful, I mean, like I do think I'm as beautiful as little Kim, but I'm saying, if there's nothing to change about your face, why would you change anything?
What up, Ab? What's going on, bro? What's happening, man?
Happy Father's Day, yo.
You too, man.
All right.
How many kids you got?
3.
3 kids?
3 kids, 2 grandkids.
Oh, Joe, you done went back to drinking on me, man. Why you do that to me? Happy Father's Day, man. Hey, yo, Joe, check it out, right? This book, this DVD is about Dons and Diva, the world situation, man. And I noticed your brother Sambo is caught up in this shit, man. I mean, what do you guys say about that? And how your brother doing?
I feel that it's a bad situation, and I feel that he got caught up in a bad situation. I really wish he would come home soon, and I love him and I miss him. That's it.
Right. So, hey, yo, True, listen.
You always doing something special, man. What up, bro?
What's up? I mean,
what up, Joe?
Your brother Boo Flair is mixed up in this Dons and Diva magazine too, man. What do you think about that magazine?
I know, man, and they was feeling some kind of way about the lies that was told. However, the story ain't gonna never be told correctly because it's been told too many times. It ain't gonna never be right. It's always gonna be a mess. I think dudes need to leave that alone, man, for real. I think that, if anything, Don Diva is glorifying the situation, and it probably ain't even cool, man, because dudes is locked up. Dudes is going through some real shit. Their families is fucked up behind this, and a lot of people still sore behind a lot of things that was done. So we shouldn't even be opening up old wounds. We should be like, leaving some of that shit alone, especially us out here. We really don't. What we gonna say? Because none of us was involved, so we don't really know the story, right? So all we can talk about is what we heard from somebody else. That ain't really cool, man. Talk about what you heard, because that's how things change, and the story continues to change. So it's not the truth no more. It's far from the truth. It's just CMB story now.
So what do you think? It was an interview with Miss Hardy, World's mother, and she said on the DVD that your brother Boo was charged with, admitted to 29 murders, man. I mean, what you got to say about that?
I don't believe that at all, not for a moment, because
these are coming from the horse. She said that. I mean,
believe me, he would have been a different type of person to be up under that kind of pressure. His fear level would have been way higher than that. I've been dealing with him through the whole ordeal, and he ain't never been that fearful of 29 murders. So
they say,
we don't even know 29 people that got killed. What kind of?
It's alleged that Boo is actually is a free man now.
So, you know what? I'm so happy that I don't know about it, for real, because what kind of situation would that put me in, right? If I knew and I was talking about it. I'm so happy not to know, for real. I feel relieved that I can still come around niggas and don't know nothing about it. I don't know, man.
So, man, let me ask you something. I mean, you a Muslim, and World is a Muslim. All these guys, Muslims, and they caught up in this negativity and this the serious allegations and charges they facing. How do you feel about it? And what you think about it?
Well, what I think about it, man, I think it's nonsense, man, because the government today, they trying to put us in situations, especially when we don't have no knowledge about what's going on and stuff like that. We got to educate ourselves about how the system is trying to treat us. When I was reading the case, and come to find out, they didn't really have too many evidence. They're just going about what people saying, he say, she say, and not really having sufficient evidence on what these brothers did. So, I believe it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Me being as a brother that been caught up in the system, reform individual, change my life around for the better, try to educate myself about what's going on in the system. We gotta try to educate our little brothers and sisters to let them know. We gotta stick together. We gotta learn. We gotta learn how to get our own businesses. We gotta stay out the trap because they trying to trap us off and trying to keep us down. You know, but it's sad that, you know, they got the brothers in a situation like that, holding them in custody, and ain't even really doing nothing with the case. You know, it's crazy.
You think they taking it back to the Jim Crow days?
Woo! I think they've been did that. They just putting it more in perspective now. You know, modern day slavery. You know, a way to trap us off, giving us all this time for crime that ain't even worth, you know, the time that they're giving us. And the crazy thing about it is that the brothers is not even convicted yet. It's almost been 10 years since they've been incarcerated.
Right. So you think they holding these guys illegally?
Me personally, I believe they hold them illegally, and you know it's a war on Islam as well too. You know, any individual that's Muslim and stuff like that is like a red flag. You know, it's like a red flag. Being that you're black and Muslim is like double jeopardy.
So you think this, by World being a Muslim, you know, this created a lot of his problems, his legal problems?
I believe so. I believe, you know, being that he's black and being that he's a black Muslim, it created a whole lot of problems, you know. It's like all our other leaders in the back of the Malcolm X and all the individuals, Waleed Muhammad and Farrakhan, all these brothers that's out here that's trying to expose the government. You know, they trying to trap us off and they trying to keep us, you know, down under.
So they say that World was a detainee. They said this is the reason why they holding him, because he, you know, he went to a foreign country and he came back and he's more like detained, like a Mexican or a Haitian, you know, and the detainees, they can hold you for 20 years, man, without even an explanation.
Well, this situation is they holding the brother because he made one of the religious pillars of Islam. He made Hajj, the pilgrimage. You know, the God did it cleanse his soul to become a better individual. And then on his way back, he was going to come back to convey the message to the brothers, you know, the other brothers that's out here that's lost, that's confused, you know, give them knowledge how to better themselves and try to give them the same opportunity that he had when he was out there. And every time they find an individual that's trying to educate themselves or better themselves, especially in Islam, they you know, they try to hold us back. And being that he's a detainee, man, for any fictitious reasons, for any reason at all, is just wrong, man. We gotta find a way, you know, to get out the situation that we in today.
LG representative, man. Mish murder.
Man, let me ask you
They don't want to hear what I got to say.
All right, listen.
They don't want to hear what I got to say. On camera, I'm strictly nut, man. Family forever, nigga. I don't give a fuck about nothing else.
So
we gonna do this interview with me a whole nother time.
So
I got
tell
a whole
me
lot
right
to
now.
say.
Let me tell me a little about
I'm
that,
speak
man.
what I got to say. They not ready for it. Dude, finish
So
my
can I
thing.
get it, brother?
He's
he's
done,
baby.
interview. I want a whole tape.
Brother, this is
I want to
called.
bring paperwork out here. I want to bring everything. I want to do the real shit. I want to do the real shit.
Tell me-
Paperwork, all of that. Bring everybody.
Paperwork
shit out
on
here.
what?
On everybody.
Oh,
everybody.
And LG?
Everywhere. This is a universal for everybody who name want to be in the paper, in the magazine, doing all that flashy, figgity shit.
Right.
We can do this a whole nother interview. Finish with my boy though. Finish my boy.
But I just told you, man.
Rest in peace to Hamo. Everybody else, y'all do y'all interview for whoever.
Yo,
Listen, I'm gonna say this at the end of the day for the record. Everybody in the street fucks with everybody, but nobody don't give a fuck about nobody. That's how we gonna sum that shit up.
Yes, sir.
What up, Big Un?
What up, Mike? Yo,
Un
Mike.
do his thing all the time, son. Un been doing this shit since before days when he used to go to Manhattan to go food shopping. You'll know what I mean.
So
I'm gonna read your shit.
So you remember? I mean, did you read my book, man? You know,
I remember. I read both of your books, son.
What's the name of the book?
My name, I forgot my name.
The name of my book.
Oh, Mike Tyson tried to kill my daddy.
Oh, word of mother. Shout out to Uwe, my man Big Un. Knew him for years since I was a baby. He already know. Big power.
Did you see any young ladies wearing that Uwe yet, man?
Hell yeah, man. These bitches got that shit on, man. Them young ladies, man. Uwe is out here.
The book originally all started, Mike Tyson tried to kill my daddy because of the beef that we had with each other, man. It wasn't even a beef, man. It was more of like a confrontation, man. At a club, having fun, man, you know?
Tell some real shit, man, how this nigga was supposed to be a heavyweight champion and fuck with him on some bitch shit because he from LG. He let a nigga know. You from right there. He let a nigga know, I don't give a fuck who you are. And you knock the nigga Butterbean out with anything, you can do it. They put you on a card thinking you're just gonna show up, take the check and leave and let the big white boy continue. You put that nigga down like you do niggas in the street, you did it in the ring.
But that's listen, it inspired me to write the book. Mike Tyson tried to kill my daddy. You know, it inspired me to do that. So, you know what I mean? Me and Mike Tyson, we saw each other, man, hug, shook hands and all that, man. But he knows, you know what I mean? And I mean, in all reality, I mean, he is still responsible to pay the compensation and possibly now with the interest, at least $50,000 for my main coat. People mad at the book, man. People mad at the book in all kind of ways, man. They think it's talk, they think it's snitching when it's just, public information that I'm speaking about. She messed up, you know.
Can we take another picture?
Yeah, he taking pictures, autographed pictures right here. Jab Judah t-shirt.
Look at that handsome guy.
Autographed right here.
Look at that handsome guy.
That's awesome. You want an autograph, you gotta sign the shirt, and it's $50.
Brooklyn best, baby.
Thank you.
That's Brooklyn's best right here, baby.
That's right. We got him.
Please don't stop. Please.
We got him, baby.
We don't quit. I don't quit. You don't quit. You keep me going. That's I don't
this
quit
money
to
in
you.
Brooklyn. That's what we be doing.
I swear to God.
We're gonna try to get this money to the end. Hold me a bump, right? But I'm a salesman. That's what I do. You're not even foreign.
Look at the Zab himself. Take him home.
Ain't over here. Ain't no more free autographs. That's it.
You're gonna refuse, Sam? Sam, come on.
You gotta sign this shirt. He gonna sign this shirt. Go give you a
All right,
discount.
well, he's gonna sign the shirt and get you.
We want much.
$30 for the shirt.
Yeah.
The signature's 50.
It's really 50, but I'm giving you guys a discount.
With the
Anybody want a discount right now? They better come right
Do you
now.
mind signing my shirt?
So
Hot
that
sale.
shirt right there.
Hot sale.
It's gonna cost you $10 signing.
Signed autograph shirt. Me and him go way back though. Like you don't even know.
Oh yeah? Excuse me.
Yo, big on in the house. LG, y'all really aroused my man World. He got trapped off. I'ma tell you, homeboy dude was a store. He had a girl, his name was Little Kim. She him in the corner. She loved him. She knew that he was gonna murder somebody. He had a 500 hit man. Oh, that new karate. This nigga eat big. Came out of nowhere. Oh, by the way, Big Pun is the man and originator. And I'ma tell you right now, I'm devastated. We doors to come from black mans, and I'ma tell you right now what I'm seeing. Humble, JR, Peanut, all of them. Yo, go Jack, man, this shit was whack, man. Yo, he said he has to be involved, man, with his brother. Wise, my best man at my wedding. I want you to understand. And I'ma tell you right now how the band been played. These niggas been laid. Some niggas was swayed. No reason, yo, serial killers is in Brooklyn. Oh, Godzilla, yo, shit crazy. Big on in the places that makes me. Niggas gotta learn how to control themselves. Boy, you have good health. Yo, your wife on the side, she gon' rock. She gon' do what she gon' do. She gon' decide. Yo, don't cheat, yo, beat. But I'ma tell you right, Big on it to the feet. Yo, gotta pay my mortgage. I gotta pay my bills. I saw you. I'm telling you, I hustle hard. I grind. I rhyme. And I'm tell you right now, this is the way it is. Yo, I love my girl. Oh, yo, talk about world. Yo. Long Island, yo, and Queens, and I'ma tell you, yo, by any means, niggas Also doing R. Kelly. Yo, they was fuming it. I'm telling you, they was using it. Lil' Kim, she was excited. She liked that kind of stuff, cause they united. Yo, they reunited. World, he did his thing. I'ma tell you right now, yo, I will say what he did wasn't right all night. Killed my man, I'm on all night. Mike Tyson friend. Oh, his best friend, what he did. Yo, he told eBay, it's $500 hitman Touche. Oh, he had to take him out. He thought that he had it in the bomb man. I'm telling you, well, let's start this. Yo, Big Daddy Wise, be my man, Peanut Man, full package. Oh, that's fucked up. I'm acting, I'm tracked in 15,000. Oh my God, yo, Street Mountain. Oh, it wasn't right. Don't be the nigga. Oh, Donald Mike, you gotta do it. You gotta show it. You gotta do it right. Yo, I know it. You cannot beat your man, can't beat your partner. You don't know what I'm saying. I don't wanna hear that bullshit. I don't wanna hear yo. Yo, world. Hey, yo, world, man. This shit's crazy, yo. Book called Mike Tyson try to kill my daddy. That shit ain't right, baby. You know, black man killing each other, man, taking niggas' lights out.
Yo, me and my man Craig paid a visit to Marcy Project cause he was quite fed over some bullshit, some nonsense, a cat fight. In the middle of the night, 4 girls against 1, that wasn't right. It wasn't a beautiful sight, and yo, I dislike. So Craig girl jumped in and tried to unite. Somehow she tried to even the score. If necessary, had to break somebody's jaw. But Tata sisters, Nene was hitting harder than the heavyweight Michael Moore, dragging her by the hair all over the floor, beating her, battered her, bloody and sore. You could tell by the look in her eye, she ain't want no more. So Craig pulled out the 9 and told the ladies to rewind and back the fuck up, or get pistol whip, pimp, smack the fuck up while drunk off some wine. Rule it out, his mind cracked the fuck up. So he ain't know how to act, created a bomb like the World Trade Center. Cause now you got niggas looking for him with a gap. Little did he know that the family had murderers, a young cat by the name of Trance that everybody in the neighborhood heard of, cause he had a couple bodies under his belt. Jay-Z used to call him when he had his shoebox under the bed and he needed some help like he did